And Kelly Live's Dinner on a Dime week continues with a dish that's not only easy, but it's delicious as well. Here to show us is Food Network star and author of One with the Kitchen, Chef Chris Valdes. Welcome back to our
Chris,
home.
welcome back. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me back, and I brought all of my Latin flavor and my salsa dancing skills.
We're ready.
Ryan is very excited. He's considering breaking the fast.
I'm considering breaking the fast because it smells so good. I love it all. What are we making today, Chris?
So today we're going to be making chicken vaca frita.
Vaca frita.
Which translates into fried cow.
With chicken.
With chicken. I didn't make the term or the name, but basically you can make this with beef or with chicken. But today we're going to make it with chicken because we're going to stretch our dollars. In fact, buying one of these, four chicken breasts, about $10 wholesale. So I think it's a great way to stretch, and it's easy to make and flavorful.
Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to boil our chicken for about 20 minutes until it's cooked. We're going to let it set so that we could shred it apart, and we're ready to start
Just a plain
shredding.
boiled chicken, right?
Plain
Simple.
boiled
Great.
chicken.
And then we shred it up like this.
Our flavor is going to come from our mojo, which is a citrus sauce that we use in Latin cooking so that we can flavor stuff and make it sexy and taste delicious.
Yes.
Yes, you got it.
Are you sure we're cooking?
Yeah. We're cooking. We're cooking all right.
All right, so
this is how we shred it right here, and we just want to thinly shred. Once that's ready, we're gonna set it aside, and we're ready to make our mojo.
Okay.
So, mojo usually is with sour oranges. A lot of people don't have sour oranges, so you could use lemon and you could use lime. So today we're gonna use some lime, and we're gonna squeeze that. If you don't have a juicer or a squeezer, you could just use the fork it method and fork it.
Fork it.
Fork it, and then we're gonna add some oregano. We're gonna add some cumin, and we're gonna add some garlic.
Ooh, yum.
Garlic, and we're gonna mix that around, and that's what's gonna make that delicious flavor.
Sorry.
That's okay.
There's not a lot of juice in these limes.
Yeah. You know what's my tip for the limes? Just leave them like in the garage for like 5 days.
Oh, all
and
right.
then all that juice will
Clearly,
come
we
out.
didn't do
You know
that
what
here.
else you can do? You can roll them with your hand.
You should roll them with your hand, yeah.
It pre-juices them a little bit.
Sorry if I got you in the eye.
That's okay. I can.
And then the next thing
got to.
we're gonna do is you have to decide onions or no onions.
Onions.
And now that we're saying onions, a lot of people ask me, what's the secret to not crying? And I went to acting school, and people have an entire course on just crying. So I'm like, embrace it and practice your acting skills. So I'll put a sad song, and I'll be like, and then sometimes goodbye is a second chance. So,
Dim the
Hang
lights.
on a
Let's get a
second.
performance here, Chef Chris.
This
and then you just shred
is
it.
an audition, I believe, for American Idol.
Welcome.
Oh, no.
Welcome back to the show. Let's go
Should
to the
I put
judges. on
oil
that.
in the pan?
Yes. So
Okay.
hot pan, very hot pan, and we're ready. We're gonna add some oil, and we're gonna add our onions.
Oh, into the pan. All right.
Onions, and then we're also gonna add our chicken, our shredded chicken.
Here comes
and
the
we're gonna
shredded
cook this until it's nice and golden brown.
Okay.
And we're gonna add some of our mojo sauce.
Typically, we would wait for the onions to be translucent, yeah?
Yes, correct.
But what's typical about this? Nothing.
Well, you know what? Making this, growing up, this was one of my favorite dishes. We would make it at our family restaurant all the time. And it's
Can I just
filled
say
with
one
flavor.
thing? I don't like cooking next to Ryan because the splash effect is so tremendous.
But that's the way chefs. We just feel it, Kelly. We're in a freestyle.
Oh,
room.
Ryan, you're also a chef.
Yes.
He's a chef now, too.
Yes,
Yes,
I am.
he's also
I am.
a chef.
And a lot of things, a lot of movies in my head.
Superman
Chris.
over there.
All right.
So what do we
cooking
do
up.
after this?
So we're gonna cook this on high till it's nice and golden brown and all of those flavors in there. And making this today reminds me growing up. This is something Mom and I would cook together in our family restaurant. And she was my first culinary superhero. And I know Hispanic Heritage starts tomorrow, but I just have to give her a shout out because my mom was a warrior. She taught me never to give up, and she taught me how to cook good food. And aside from her, one day when we lost our family restaurant and when we lost our home and we lost everything, we moved into this tiny apartment, and I was flipping through the channels, and I see this man, and he goes, BAM! And
Yes.
right there, I look up and I see the flashes, and I see my baby self in a chef coat, and I'm like, am I going through puberty? And I was 10 years old, and I'm like, what is going on? And watching Emerald a few times motivated me to cook my first dish, which was an arroz con pollo. And forever that changed my life. Growing up, I wanted to do two things. I wanted to motivate people to follow their dreams, like Chef Emro and like my mom taught me. And I wanted to teach people to cook good food because after all, food is the one thing that brings us all together. It's the one thing we have in common.
I agree with you.
Have you ever
is
said that
universal.
to Chef Emerald?
So I actually met him once, and I had a long list of things that I wanted to say. And when I get to him, all that came out of my mouth was, "Thank you." That's
So
all I
that
can say.
summed it up.
But actually, his wife follows me on Instagram.
Oh.
And the other day, she messaged me something. I'm like, "Hey, by the way, can I have your mailing address so that I could send you a book?" And I opened my eyes at 3 in the morning, and she's like, "Here's the address."
Oh, that's
Gilman,
great. I
you
love that.
know Emerald. Can't
you connect the
arrange
two?
a play date?
Give me the home number.
Yeah, for heaven's sakes.
All right, so this cooks 5 minutes.
This
ish.
cooks about 10 minutes
10
until
minutes,
it's
okay.
nice and golden brown,
So
and
should
all
we-
of those flavors have cooked.
And this is great because you can have it for dinner, you can have it for lunch the
Well,
next
remember
day.
those empanadas we made last time? That's one
Yes.
of my favorite ways of doing it. I cook this and then I stuff those empanadas
How do we
with it,
ser-
and
how do we
it's
serve it to
delicious.
eat?
So we can serve it different ways. At home, I like having it with some rice, black beans, and some fried plantains.
Oh.
But you could have this on a taco. Ryan, you could
Yes.
have this on a salad.
Yes, thank you. Or
You
a
could
bed of
have this
cilantro.
on a quesadilla. You could have it in an empanada.
Okay.
You could stuff it on a toston and have some garlic aioli. But this right here is how we do it at home.
May I?
Yeah. Oh. You-
This is called interrupting the fast.
I go for big bites.
That was good, man. Hey, pick up a copy of Chris's book, right? One with the Kitchen, wherever books are sold. You are inspiring people.
Thank you.
You're doing a great job. Thank you for coming back.
being here. We love having
Thank
you
you.
here.
Thank you so much.